What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm Adi alongside my best friend Jay.
What's up, guys?
And we are in a location that actually catered in this best friendship coming about. Of course, we're joined by the producers, the GOATs, Aman and Sid, at the Dhanraj Mahal Starbucks here in Bombay. So make some noise. Woo!
All right.
Now, you guys might not know this, but even though Jay and I met in the 7th grade, obviously, classes got shuffled, we got moved around.
It's true.
And we didn't really have a lot of time to spend in school. But every single day after school, we would go to the Horniman Circle Starbucks, which was the first Starbucks that ever opened here in Bombay.
Great Starbucks.
And I think that was one of the places where you and I bonded like the most.
Yeah.
We would try some of the wackiest drinks, anything new that we could afford, we would just get our hands on. And it's nice that Starbucks has invited us back to try their new blonde roast, guys. Ooh. And I know that y'all don't know what I've ordered for y'all, so let me give y'all a bit of a rundown.
And I'm assuming it's all blonde.
It's all blonde.
It's all blonde.
I prefer blonde. Okay, for Sid,
That's such a
this
Sid
is
glass
a
as well.
date cortado.
Ooh.
I know you're a fan of the Middle East. I don't know for what reson, but we got
I'm a fan of dates.
With his
Nice.
fiance.
our lactose intolerant king pecan ice shaken espresso.
Ooh.
That actually sounded the best.
That sounds amazing.
Is it pecan or pecan?
It's pecan.
For Jay, I did what I usually do to him at Starbucks. I got him what I would like to try.
Which is like 90% of the drinks. Like he would hustle me into this, bro. Like we
No, I would
literally
tell him,
go.
like, this girl at school loves this drink, the one he had a crush on, and he'd go get that drink.
No. That's not what he said. That's what he said. So basically, you told me that if I had more of this drink, I would have something to talk to her about.
Facts.
It didn't work. The drink didn't work and the girl didn't work.
Okay. Well, hopefully this one does. This is a hazelnut oat ice shaken espresso.
All right.
Even mine is oat, I hope.
And for myself, I have got the Cocoa Bird's Eye Chili Latte. So it's
That's
a
some shit
chocolate
he'd make
chili.
me have back in the day.
That
bro.
is something I would make him have.
Bird's
Some
Eye
stuff.
Chili, coffee. Okay, let's go.
Cheers,
I
guys.
think it'll be good, guys.
Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers. There's a good mix of like iced and hot over here.
Bro.
Whoa.
Bro.
Cooked?
This is generational.
You know what?
It's
Nice.
good?
This honestly reminds me of like, we were standing downstairs and I was telling Aditya, I'm like, damn, like, how much time have we spent waiting in line at a Starbucks waiting to get our drinks? And that Horniman Circle Starbucks had that like
Long
huge
line, long bar.
counter. It was just the best, man. It was
Unbelievable.
great. This takes me back to like the 9th, 10th grade all over again.
Y'all have to
It's
try
great.
this. This has like an actual hit of chili.
Y'all need to try this. This
No, I want to
legitimately.
try. Yeah.
I love pecan pie. It tastes like so good. It tastes like the autumn, bro.
This is some shit like,
Whoa. Dude, this is yum.
So good, right? Whoa.
Okay. I mean, it's going.
This brother wants my
It reminds me
bro.
of something. It reminds me of something I've
have
had.
another sip, bro. You can. You know the best part about Starbucks also is like we didn't eat sometimes in school.
Huh.
And like lunch break goes, like you're doing some work, you're chilling with the friends, playing basketball, whatever. And then you go to Starbucks, you have a coffee, you're on an empty stomach, you're wired after school, you're wired after coffee. And then the drive home, there's so much traffic. By the time you're home, you just fucking, like you just crash, man. It was insane.
It was driving time for like
best
tuitions and
naps
stuff.
ever, bro.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's a pecan latte, right? You said?
Damn.
Bro, trust me, try this is the best one. Actually, I haven't tried it.
Have you tried that ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually really like mine. It's a little on the sweeter side. So if you're a fan of like sweet drinks, this is the drink for you. But if you're not
Damn,
usually
that
a
is
sweet
there
drink
is chili in
person,
that, bro.
That's good, right?
I want to try that one. What is this? Hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
That's the best, I think.
I would actually order this. on
Yeah,
my
right, me
day-to-day.
too.
Because it's like
Wait,
it's
give me that. Let me
it's a
taste
natural sweetness. It's also after we had the other sweeter drinks to then hit this one.
Yeah,
it doesn't
dude,
taste
bro,
as sweet.
it doesn't. Almonds is like crazy sweet.
Even yours is crazy sweet, bro.
No, his is not.
So that's sweet. This is also something that I would order.
Yeah.
That
Sick,
one, it has
sick.
that like that date molasses, like sticky toffee pudding thing. And it's cool. You know, it's so interesting. When I used to go to Starbucks growing up, I was never a coffee person. Like,
Yeah, me neither, man. Like-
literally until I moved back to Bombay,
Yeah.
I was a tea, chai,
Yeah.
matcha person. And I bring this up because my first order at Starbucks was the green tea frappuccino,
Ah.
which was matcha way back when, but they just didn't call it matcha.
Yeah,
and they still have it on the
That was
menu.
the drink that the girl liked too. Jay liked that. Yeah, so
I loved that drink, bro.
Yeah, it was.
And
okay.
I had like the year before Starbucks had come to Bombay, I think I had traveled somewhere with my parents and I think we'd gone to Japan and I had the green tea frappuccino at the airport or whatever and I was like, whoa, I love this so much. And then I came to Bombay and that's when my matcha love started.
Yeah.
And I actually tried to recreate it at home once by getting when my dad went to Japan for work, he got matcha home. I was like, oh, it's so easy, boom, mix it in milk, it'll taste the same. It did not taste the same at all. It was like a whole thing. But yeah, and I think it's so funny that now we're seeing this craze of matcha in Bombay.
Yeah.
All around the world, right?
Yeah,
Even in
yeah.
LA, like matcha was the biggest
huge.
thing. And the first place that I could get matcha in my city was a Starbucks.
No, it was after Starbucks came around, you started going to cafes with your friends and hanging out at cafes.
A
You know,
lot
like that. I don't think it existed for us. At least we were too young before to even know it existed.
And even like coffee culture wise, like Aman said, I really don't think, maybe it was an age thing, but I don't think anyone was really into coffee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
We
even
were
the
kids.
first few drinks I had were like frappuccinos, and
Green tea
all of that
lemonade.
green tea lemonade for like a really long time, and then slowly started to kind of evolve into like the Americanos or something like this, or something like less sweet and like in your face, you know?
Dude, I have a really funny story
The
of
first
Adi. You said like when you were kids, right? When the whole coffee culture started,
Yeah.
and of course, and that's true. Like he was maybe like this is when he was maybe 6-7 years old, and he used to see us go to a cafe and have coffee because we were older, right? So this guy, once me, my sister, him, we all went to this cafe. And he wanted to act cool. Oh, I also want to drink coffee. I'm a grown-up guy and all. This fellow calls for an espresso, espresso shot. Okay,
dude.
and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have this." And then my sister was like, "Adi, do you know what you
Bro,
call
I was like
for?"
Manny from Modern
Yeah,
Family.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like literally that size and with that.
Yeah. And my sister was like, "Adi, do you know what you've called for? Do you know what what an espresso is?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I have this every time." Okay, fine, come. This guy gets his espresso now. Obviously, comes in this tiny glass or whatever, and it's a small drink. So he thinks he's just like nicely down it. He chugs the real espresso. I don't think you slept for 2 days after that, baby.
That's
Bro,
so
yeah,
funny.
giving espresso to like a
So
6-year-old
wild.
is wild.
It's so funny, this little butterball wired up.
and then he makes this. Obviously, it's very bitter, right? It's not
Yeah,
something
yeah,
a kid is
yeah.
used to. He makes this face, and my sister and I yet remember that face of his.
I think that's like what, like when Starbucks first came around, that feeling of like having coffee for the first time and having that caffeine hit, and especially what we were having, which is the frappuccinos at the time, the sugar, the caffeine. Like we went home and like Aditya was like blasting the music, and I'm like, for some reason, I feel so much power, bro. Like
It hasn't changed
it's
because
great. It's great.
Jay and I will get lunch with some friends on Friday. And Jay will end our meal with an iced Americano, okay?
Yeah.
And if you know Jay in person, like he now dresses up for the podcast, this dude will not wear shorts that even touch his knees, okay? So he's usually in the shortest shorts ever, a tank. And I'm driving him home post our lunch. And my car has seat ACs, okay? So Jay is now just chugged this Americano. Bro is wired up, okay? He sits in these like non-existent shorts, turns on the seat AC. And this brother's just wired up, bro. I just see him like tingling in the corner of my car and I'm just like, what is happening?
Bro, Aman's car with the fucking seat
You
AC
can't
is
say.
like.
Bro, every like sitcom, right? Even Friends was based around like friends hanging out at a coffee store. Seinfeld, to some extent, they were at the diner drinking coffee. Do you think there's something about coffee that just makes you like the person you're with more, so you want to hang out with them more?
It's literally, yes. Like,
You know what I mean? Like it's gotta be. That's
I
how
think
it
so.
should be.
I think so. I definitely think so, because it's like you take an idea as mundane as like sitting down and talking to a friend or whatever. Maybe it's a meaning conversation or whatever. But like, I'm sure everyone over here has had coffee dates or coffee experiences that have lasted like 2.5 hours.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're just like so wired up and you're so ready to talk and ready to converse and you're just like happy to be there. It's just because like you've smashed like 2-3 coffees as well at the same
Well,
time, you know?
It's also a matter of like the cafes, right? Like they're like warm, they're cozy.
Yeah,
they're like
sure.
these chairs are really comfortable, right? Like
Yeah.
I think having, especially in Bombay, especially in such a crowded city, having a space that you can go to, regardless of the
Go
cafe.
to work. It's such a luxury to come here
Yeah.
to work as well.
To work, to like enjoy like a drink that someone has made for you with love, to like chat with someone, to even share these moments. And it's interesting what you said about sitcoms. It's because like, you know, as much as we love chilling in each other's houses, all of us live with people, with our families. Like, it's just to have that space away from everything for a lot of people, I think is really special.
Yeah.
And I do want to talk about the drinks because it is like coffee to me. Honestly, I'm not like I drink a lot of coffees. I've grown, like I've acquired a
Yeah, even I've
fondness.
grown to love the taste.
You know what
just
I
based
mean?
on the feeling, I think.
But
Yeah.
you know what? I think it used to be that we used to associate coffee with like this bitter and dark and kind of chocolatey taste. The blonde roast is like
This is
their
what I
lighter
mean,
version
bro.
of it.
Yeah.
So it's like more fruity, more floral. It works better with like milk-based drinks for me at least.
I think what it is about this, which again I've never had a blonde roast. I don't even really know what that is. Is it just it's much lighter on the palate.
Maybe we'll switch back to a blonde roast Americano
Yeah. Ooh.
after lunch. Huh?
It's because my favorite drink at Starbucks now is the Nitro Cold Brew.
Oh,
Banging drink, bro. As someone who doesn't drink dairy, to have that like foamy top. it's
Brother,
like-
you what? Nothing will get you better than a Starbucks iced Americano.
You're right.
I don't know what they put in it. I don't know if it's. I honestly, it's insane.
It's so
It's
good.
it's like it's one of the best. Honestly,
I'm with you.
we treated Starbucks like a bar almost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we'd go like super late at night to the Taj, the Starbucks behind the Taj, and get like caramel frappuccinos again and whatever, and we'd just be wild, like sitting up late at night.
when I went
I'm like, wow, like time with friends is so good. I just can't go to sleep, you know.
He has a bad day. Looks at the guy behind the counter.
You know what I
Starbucks started doing this thing in America called Starbucks Reserve, and they did one in New York, like near Chelsea, where it literally used to be a bar. Like they used to make coffee-based
Yeah, I see
cocktails and
that.
stuff like that. And they just started these Reserve stores in India. So they were telling us downstairs that this is one of the only stores in Bombay that does specialty drinks like shikanji cold brew.
I saw that.
Or like Indian
Yeah.
flavors, you know?
I
That's
wanted
cool.
you to go down and check the menu. I think you'd like it a lot.
That sounds so interesting to me. Seeing Starbucks do stuff like that is interesting to me because I never thought they would in India, and it's just cool to see that experimentation.
But it's also like, but Starbucks was like the first like wave of coffee houses we have. We've spoken about this on the show as well before. It made coffee culture almost revived it in India. You know what I mean? Like it came with so much like, it was Starbucks, right? Like it was like the new thing, and like our entire generation has kind of jumped off that point of
Yeah.
like having Starbucks for the frappuccinos, whatever, evolving into, you know, getting into like the more finer side of coffee, and like people from our generation have even started coffee businesses because of that.
Dude, yeah.
You know, so like the amount of and other coffee companies have realized that like, okay, India is a market to like, they do enjoy coffee. It's not just tea all the time.
Yeah.
So,
You said something interesting about coffee culture.
yeah.
And I honestly want to talk about what coffee culture means in general. Like, apart from all this, what has interested me the most about, I guess, when we went to college, there was this idea of like, oh, you'll meet someone at a cafe, you'll meet someone at these places. I would go in the morning and pick up a drink on the way, or I'd pick up a tea, or
Yeah,
if I was like writing an essay late into the night, I would be on the campus coffee shop, whatever, which actually happened to be a Starbucks. But my idea is that coming back to India, that sort of coffee culture never fit in my head here, right? What was your coffee journey to make your own idea of coffee culture? Because the way I interact with caffeine, coffee, drinks in general versus the way he interacts with drinks
Very
in general.
different. And even me,
Entirely
like,
different, bro.
I remember my parents would go, you know, like we used to at night to like these coffee houses and spend time drinking coffee at night, which never made sense to me. Then as like different international stores came about, people started noticing that, okay, you can actually buy the beans of what this coffee house is selling you. And then that created a whole new section of people who are like, okay, I want to make these drinks at my house at my convenience. Seems cheaper, seems better for me. I can make it every morning. And that spawned a new thing of coffee culture. So I think there's a wide spectrum, and like there's only a few cafes like this one that kind of cater to all that entire spectrum of people.
There was a time when we would like try to find some new beans of some new place and let's try that and
Every
brew
day.
our own coffee at home.
You know, for like something that hypes you up so much, it has a weirdly calming
Process.
making process.
Yeah.
Like it's a very like step-by-step methodical, like I didn't really do that at all too much. For me, coffee is like, maybe it'll be like a pre-workout, or maybe it'll get me through my day or whatever. I have started to enjoy it a lot more though, because then when it makes you feel something, you kind of associate the taste with that feeling, and then every time you smell that or you taste that, you're like, I know I'm gonna get this feeling again. So it's great. It has so many different like utilities and stuff, and that's what I want to speak about. What has coffee fueled for you specifically? Because for me, like, I've had so many late nights, so many early mornings, and coffee's just kind of helped me get through that. So for me in my journey, career-wise, it's been one of the most useful things on the planet.
Like, that's what I sort of interpreted from coffee culture. It's not the coffee of it all, because like you, I have no idea about the coffee of it all. I cannot tell you the difference between this bean and that bean. And if, God forbid, someone asks me to mineralize water, I will.
Oh, he has a good hack for that.
Wait, what does that even mean?
This brother does it, bro.
No, he has a
Mineralized
hack.
water.
I used to.
Yeah.
I can expect Adi to do these bougie.
I was having espresso at 6 years old.
But for me, coffee culture
Yeah.
is coffee house culture. That term in itself is about coming together, is about sharing a cup of coffee, is about even the music that's associated with the shop, right? It's in a sense, and it sounds so silly to say, but like it is like a town hall sort of meeting space.
Social club.
No, 100%.
Social club,
it
bro,
goes
yeah.
back to that thing we discussed. I don't know if we discussed this on the pod yet, but it goes back to that third place kind of thing. You know, and Friends really made this popular, like you said. And it doesn't just exist in coffee houses. In How I Met Your Mother, it's a bar. In like, you know, so many other shows, it's something different, right? It's like that place where it's not your work, it's not where you live, it's something that's just for you.
Yeah.
You know how they say like you have different masks and the one that's just for you is completely separate. These are like just for you. It's that third place where you can kind of go and just chill out, be yourself, unwind, not talk about work, not talk about like, you know, where you live, whatever. Just come and hang out. It's great.
Come and hang out, dude. Yeah. It's cool.
Do you guys have a drink that you make or someone makes for you that is just super nostalgic?
I have a story. I haven't had the drink in a while, but like when I was a kid, like super small, my dad would like travel a lot for work, and on one of his trips somewhere around the country, he would get like this green syrup back. It was like a really famous place, I think in Delhi, that used to make it. And we would make ice cream sodas together.
Nice.
And it was such a like, I remember it being such a canon event for me, like sitting on my kitchen counter in my house where I lived in, I don't know, 16 years ago at this point. And my dad was like making, and I did not have any idea what he was doing, why he was putting soda and this like, honestly, like radioactive looking like thing. I remember drinking it and being like, wow, like this felt like, it was, I don't know, something so new and so fresh. It was such a bonding moment because I think my dad had it when he was a kid. And that like screams nostalgia to me. And that's why anytime I have cream soda, it's like, whoa.
Even I feel like my dad made me try a lot of drinks, bro, as a kid.
Dude.
I remember he hooked me on like tonic water when I was like 8-9 years old.
Same.
It was so yummy, bro. I have never had anything like it.
My dad is for me, and to the point where till today when I go to my Nani's house, she goes, oh, I bought tonic water for you, and I'm like, Nani, I have not had a sip of this in like 8 years, but thank you so much.
I used to have these like mini Coke cans and mini Magnum bars, and I used to take a bite of the Magnum bar and I used to have a sip of the Coke.
The Magnum ice cream.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it used
Coke
to be
float.
like, it used to be like a Coke float in my
That was
mouth.
my drink. Like a Coke
great.
float was my drink. It was very, very,
Sick, dude.
very nostalgic. And also those slushies. But you used to get at a place near home at Beach Candy. And yeah, man, that was it was a thing that me and my sister, we used to get down, go for a drive, pick it up on the way. It was like Kala Khatta flavor.
Gola vibes. Dude.
Gola vibes.
Heavy Gola vibes.
Yeah, man. That's a super
I think
nostalgic.
drinks are so utilitarian when you're sick because you don't feel like eating. And that's one of the drinks that I remember my mom making like anytime I got sick. Even to this day now, if I get sick, I need that. Otherwise, I just don't recover.
What is the drink?
It's like a turmeric, honey, ginger, bunch of mom stuff.
Yeah, I had my version of that. Yeah.
Dude, what is your favorite friend group in entertainment?
This one?
In entertainment, like it can be a YouTube.
Can it be a fictional friend
It can
group?
be. I mean, yeah, 100%. No, 100%. Like
Like
it can be.
imaginary friend Kevin.
Yo, me and the boys, dude. We used to go to Breach Candy.
Like Archie's.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Guys, like, but they suck.
They're not friends.
Like they
They're not
suck.
friends.
Like they hate
They're the
each other.
worst people,
They are the
bro.
worst people on earth. So
But
they
I
don't
love
count.
that. Like
Yeah.
I would like friends like that. It would be fun.
No, I think that would be just the
You,
worst thing.
you
in the
know
world, bro.
what's a sweet spot if you want friends like that but not as bad?
Seinfeld.
Is the Seinfeld group.
Yeah.
Or like
they
the
are also kind of horrible. Bro.
no,
But they're not horrible to each
Yeah,
other.
not as
Except
horrible
for
to each
Newman.
other.
They're really bad people, like is what I've learned
Yeah.
through the show.
Yeah.
But like they're not bad to each other. The Sunny guys would like mess with each other a lot in like not like a good way.
Not in
like,
a
they
fun
try,
way,
like,
bro.
ruin each
Yeah,
other's
I know,
lives.
I know.
Yeah.
So having said all of this, right? What I think the best friends group is Friends.
Nah.
They were the best guys.
Bro,
guys,
it's a
guys,
dysfunctional
guys,
friends
guys,
group.
guys,
No
guys.
matter what
They
you say
guys,
about
guys,
It's
they-
Always Sunny
they were
or
the best
Seinfeld,
friends.
no one would
No.
marry one of their best friends.
Sister.
No, not sisters.
Oh.
Man. When Joey married, when Joey proposed to
To
Rachel,
Rachel, just because he
Oh,
was
come
just
on,
because he
bro.
You guys
bent
got
down
the
to pick up
later
the
years
ring.
of Friends. I mean, that's just not
How
chill.
I Met
bro.
Your Mother better than Friends.
How I Met Your Mother is
Even
better
though
than
they did the
Friends.
same
No,
thing,
it's
but
not though.
it is.
It's actually not
They are
because
homies,
one
bro.
dude dates another girl and then breaks up with her, still hangs out with her all the time. Then his friend dates her.
You didn't
they
think
are
that,
all
you
still
didn't think that
hanging
happened in
out.
Friends? It objectively
How
happened
did
in
how
Friends.
did it happen in Friends?
Joey and Rachel and Ross and Rachel, they went back and forth,
But it
bro.
was a stupid storyline, like down the stretch, bro. Like this is an overarching theme of How I Met Your Mother, bro.
So you're about season 1, episode 4 of
No,
Friends.
just in general, the friends from Friends were more friends to each other than any other sitcom.
I have a
I
different
would
answer.
I would even say New Girl.
I would say
I would even say
I would
New
say
Girl.
Big Bang Theory
that,
then.
bro. Bro, New Girl definitely better friends.
Yeah, sure. I'll take New Girl. I'll take New
Then
Girl.
how? Why not Big Bang Theory?
Because they all kind
We're
of
great friends, man.
They
No,
don't
come
hate
on.
him. Like
They all
honestly,
hate
how
Bazinga
did-
over there.
Yeah, I mean,
The way,
you know
the way
what?
Leonard and Sheldon's
what
friendship
friend
evolves
group
is
would
so-
you like to be integrated?
I'll tell you.
I would love the
Recess,
New Girl.
dude.
I think that. Oh, dude.
Recess. Okay.
Those
Recess
friends were
banging. Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
ride
yeah.
or die.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Hey Arnold, Recess.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
I'll give you
Like
my
those
answer.
are the friends you want to be part. Or hey, don't the Justice League.
Sure, man, because you'll fit right in.
You know
They're
what I
not,
mean,
bro,
bro?
the Justice League are not like homies, man.
What do you mean, bro? They
They're
are
not
homies.
homies, bro.
You
Like,
joking, bro?
they like spend time with each other when they have to say the
Dog,
word. Like they're
yeah.
not homies. Like
I'm
I
saying
saw
me
the
and
TV
Superman,
show.
huh?
I'll tell you one. A little.
It's a TV show?
It is. It is.
A little out of pocket.
animated.
The Curb Your Enthusiasm friend group. Larry David, Jeff Green, Garland, whatever,
Jeff Green,
and
Ted
Richard.
Danson.
Ted Danson, yeah, they
hate each other.
Yeah, but like
They
they
all
also
hate each other.
they love and hate each other. So it's weird, but
Are you
I
talking
love
about?
it.
Are you talking about like their real friendships? Like
No,
them
even the
being
show
like
friendships, like
No,
who's
man,
the guy?
they-
Leon.
no,
Leon.
bro,
Imagine having a
Leon,
friend
bro.
like
No,
Leon.
man. No, dude, no.
The test match just ended. Bro.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Go talk
Okay.
about it.
What
bro.
do you think about the handshake?
It wasn't. What was the scene? Set it up for them.
I'll set it up for you guys. So the test
Do you
match
know about this?
No.
went to day 5, okay? And by halfway through day 5, Jadeja and Washington had
Yeah.
done such a good job that India had essentially drawn the match.
Sure.
And this was the third, they batted first. So this was like just the third time they were, like the third innings of the whole thing. And, yeah, and essentially,
How many times? How many times? They went?
each team bats
This
twice.
was the
This was the
third.
second
Yeah,
time.
this
This
was
was the second time India was batting.
Okay, but
This
the
was the
overall.
third innings.
This is
of
the second
match.
time you're telling us this detail.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now tell us for the third time.
So basically, India was batting for the second time, okay, on day 5. And they were in the position where no one could win the match. It was a draw, even if India had declared there and then.
Yeah.
England did not have enough time to make the allotted amount of runs. But at this point, Jadeja was on 90, Washington was on 85. Generationally great performances, okay? Like they had really carried after we had a bit of a top order collapse. So Ben Stokes, the most self-important, pardon my French, I can't even say it. He's just so self-important, right?
No, he's not. Dude.
He's the worst, bro. And
I
he goes
don't-
up. No, listen to this. Listen to
I
this.
know what's happened. I don't remember.
Listen to this.
but- Okay,
He
go
goes
on.
up to Jadeja and he's like, shake my hand. And Jadeja's like, which means we'll end the match here. Jadeja's like, nah, bro. Like, I want to make my 100. I've batted this long. We don't, Washington Sundar, this might be his only chance to get a test 100.
Yeah.
Why should we declare? So they're like, no. And Jadeja's like, look, I'm not the captain. I don't make this decision. I don't want to shake your hand. Bro, the English team comes and surrounds him. Shake my hand. How can you say no? Who are you to say no? How dare you?
What?
He was like, bro.
Yeah, it was a crazy scene.
He was
bro.
like, yo,
Yeah, we
I'm
were-
gonna bat. Good on the Indians. They batted. Both of them made their 100. They then declared. Sundar deservedly gets a record on the record books. And then after the match, this Ben Stokes refuses to shake Jadeja's hand when they're all walking off.
Oh, that
And
I
then,
didn't
they,
know.
and then they all go to an interview and they're like, who do they think they are? This is not a match about milestones. If you've already drawn the match, why do you have to keep playing? They should have shaken
well
hands.
within his rights
Yeah.
to keep playing, man.
Who
It's
the
up to
hell,
them.
bro?
I mean, I think
And
it's
they-
just
they
like,
had,
Oh, it was already drawn. That was.
Like,
it was-
essentially,
it
they
was
were going
going
to
to be
draw
a
the
draw.
match. But it was like,
But he's still within his rights to play it, and
Yeah.
I mean, getting a milestone also is
Thank
worth
you.
something, man. Builds morale of the player.
Bro,
it's
all
going to
these-
help us.
no, 100%,
But
bro.
in
100%.
carry the
fact,
next game.
I think they used to like the team kind of like folding under, no matter who it is on the other side.
bro,
they
they
just used to them folding
assume
over.
that they are the authority on cricket. So now
Yeah.
this is not a part of
Yeah.
the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
So
Annoying,
this is
bro.
this is like a new team, right? It's a new generation. It's a
Yeah.
new. It's like a new cricket face. I think all sports are going through this transition, and I don't think the Indian team is going to take any shit. So I think that's just what it was.
No, but the English did this against the Aussies. They've done this before against the Indians. They do this a lot. And also what ended up happening was, because Jadeja refused to draw the match, he started bowling his worst bowlers. Like
Yeah.
batsmen, like Harry
Harry
Brooks
Brook
and
and all
stuff.
those bowlers.
And then he would go like, oh, you're scoring a century against Harry
But
Brook.
I don't
What
think
does
that. I
mean?
don't think that ever.
It's
I don't
like,
think that
bro,
matters at all.
come
And
on,
he
bro.
I don't think
intentionally
that matters at all.
No,
How is
he
that?
intentionally bowled simple balls, like which is flighted balls. You can just whack it for a six.
Just
like,
because
he's
it's
like, just to reach 100,
oh,
let's end
okay,
it.
yeah.
Come on,
As
like,
in,
you
like,
know.
oh, you're getting so happy about a 100 you scored against Harry Brook. As if he
It's
didn't score the-
graceful. bro.
It's just
the
great.
bridge,
And cricket is known as a gentleman's sport.
Yeah, bro.
And this is highly ungentleman-like behavior.
I'm glad he got there in the end.
Can I tell you all a strange phenomenon that's been happening with me? Okay, so I've been having some issues with my laptop, okay, and I have to go to this place where there's geniuses working at the store, and you have to show them your laptop, and they'll apparently fix it. So I have gone 3 times in the past month. Every time I go, they are able to put my laptop on, and then the second I leave their store, it stops working.
Damn.
I come home, I check it, it stops working. I went to their store with all of the chargers I had in my house, checked every single port, it came on every single time I'm in the store, and as soon as I left, it just went off.
Maybe it's just because it's around so many of those products, it feels at home. So maybe next time you're doing it, put your phone next to it, put an iPad next to it, put like, you know.
Bro, like these guys were not believing me, and I was like, I need some empathy because I'm not coming here for like
Empathy.
4 days of my week to get
Why
this.
don't you take one of the geniuses back home with you and make sure to them at your
Man.
I don't
house?
think that's
funny
legal,
part
bro.
is these guys just think Aditya's lonely. Bro has nowhere to go. Oh, it's that guy, guys. No, don't worry.
And it's pretty far for me to go there. And
Yeah,
like
it's
once
damn
I came
far,
like
bro.
12 minutes late for my appointment, and they're like, sorry, we've cancelled your appointment. It's a 3-hour waiting list now. And I literally went down like, bro, guys, I need empathy today. I'm telling like the Apple Store workers I need empathy.
So, have they fixed it?
Yeah, they just updated it.
I can't believe you're like,
No, I
guys,
had
I
to
need
wipe
empathy
my whole
today.
laptop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, external backup stuff.
When they ask me if I have backups, I always say yeah, even if I don't have it. I was like, yeah, I have backup.
No, but you should never do that.
Yeah, but I don't want to admit to them at this stage.
Yeah, you really need some empathy from them, huh?
Beefing with the funniest part is like he's being gaslit by his own laptop, bro.
When our main man, our Prime Minister, declared demonetization, this was around the age where I had amassed significant wealth for a 15-year-old. Just, playing card games and stuff like that. And I obviously couldn't tell my parents that I had all this cash that now I had to declare to the government. So I called my best friend. I was like, bro, come with me. I'm doing something stupid. I need you to come with me. I picked him up. We went to the closest Starbucks and I put like 20,000 rupees on my Starbucks card. And I used that for 2-3 years, bro. I got the gold level of everything. Free tumblers.
No, that's true. We bought a lot of tumblers with that money, bro. We bought a lot of sippy cups, man.
Your parents, this dude really loves Starbucks, man. This reminds me actually, my girlfriend's family, when they travel, like buy cups from different Starbucks abroad. It's like a little thing they do, so then you have like a keepsake, because Starbucks is now like very
Yeah.
consistent, and each city has like a different thing. And when Inaya and I first started dating, one of the gifts I think she told me this, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, that's so sweet, or whatever. And one of the gifts she got me, and I still use these cups, is she went to her local Starbucks in Bombay and she bought me 5 different kinds of Starbucks cups. And I literally have this in my
all from Bombay?
All from all from Bombay, and it was just really sweet. It was just like a sweet ritual thing, and I think it's so funny how you can create tradition. Like her family had the Starbucks thing. My family, when any of us traveled without the rest, we would send each other like a postcard. And it started because when my dad traveled when we were kids, he would send us a postcard, and he would come back, bro. 2 months later, this postcard would come. And now I've started doing that. You know, when I'm away from my family, if I'm traveling, I'll buy a postcard, and we have a collection of them. And what are your family rituals? Something like this that only
I'll tell you one that I'm starting now, because I'm going to be married soon.
And he has a kid.
Children incoming!
No.
The cities are running.
But Beachy took a trip last month, and
we know.
We get
Sri
back.
Lanka?
Hey.
Where did the kid came from?
Guys, please don't do this.
What is it? Conception?
So she and I took a
Conception,
trip.
consensual.
Guys,
It's a consensual conception trip.
I really want to abuse now.
I'm gonna mess you up, man.
So there's a tradition which I want to start right now. Is that now me and my fiance are going to get married soon, and we'll be traveling a lot more. So one thing that I want to do is every trip that we come back from, we want to get something to furnish our house. Like a little something. It could be a souvenir of sorts, but even something that you can actually use.
Like
and
an
let it
empty
be
shelf
there.
item for your
Like
house.
an empty shelf item for your house. Exactly. Yeah.
It's
That's
kind of
really cute.
plagiarism.
Yeah.
I mean, we could sue you.
I mean, I came
you
up with that
trademarked
idea.
it. So,
So yeah.
so you know,
I
other
don't think
company
we trademark the
names.
concept of buying things to put in your house. I don't think that's something.
We walk into IKEA, shut the place down.
and two things.
we
One
all
is
do.
something to furnish the house,
Yeah.
and the second is that recently I bought her a vinyl player, so to buy a record from wherever we travel.
That's cute.
That's what's
That's
up.
sweet.
Also on the shelf, but it's fine.
You
No,
really
that's cool.
plagiarize the shelf.
That's
huh?
cool. That's cool.
One thing I love when we do these mukbangs is we usually talk about our picks.
Yes.
I have a pick. There's this guy called Jim Legacy. He's like a young British musician, and he's done an album. And the way he described it in an article was that it sounds like the past, but is reminiscent of the future or something along those lines. And it genuinely feels that way. It is incredible. It feels like I'm back in the 2000s listening to it. It's called Black British Music. If you like British music at all, Dave, the rapper Dave, has a feature on it. Incredible album. I have not stopped listening to it.
Okay.
I haven't even heard of this.
Dude,
Yeah.
banger.
I have obviously, Ozzy Osbourne passed away like the
Rip,
past
man.
week or whatever. And even when he retired at my gym, we did a whole day of just like playing his music. And then when he actually died, so I've been listening to a lot of Ozzy Osbourne. Like there's been his retirement tribute, then like an RIP kind of scene. I think Young Blood, if you guys are familiar with him,
Yeah.
featured on, did one of his renditions, did Changes.
Nice.
Black Sabbath, and it's live. It's like a live song with like the crowd and stuff. It is one of the best songs I've heard in the past, like, I don't know, like 6 months. Maybe it's just because it's loaded with so much emotion now, but it was played at Ozzy Osbourne's retirement
Awesome.
concert. So it was like his last tribute concert. They were playing it, the whole crowd was singing. It's insane. It's on
Yeah,
Spotify.
crazy,
It's
dude.
fantastic. There's a video of it too. It's crazy.
I've been getting back into drumming a lot. I've been drumming like a couple hours a
Sick.
day now.
Nice.
And I'm trying
wow,
to
really?
find like more complex pieces and stuff to play. And there's this album called Notes with Attachments. It's 3 of like who I think are the best musicians in the world who got together and made this jam album.
Who are they?
Pino Palladino, Blake Mills, and Chris Dave. Well, he's on most songs. But yeah, you must be familiar.
Pino Palladino, yeah.
Yeah.
Pino Palladino.
PP, come on. That sounds like there was like Italian brain rot.
But if y'all are looking for like a mind warping kind of musical experience, I'd highly recommend this album.
Incredible. City?
Nice. I was suggested by someone to read the Mahabharata.
Dope.
So
man.
I just finished reading that today.
You
Literally.
just finished reading it?
I just finished reading that today.
And when did you get the recommendation?
A month ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a
How
big book.
many
It's a
pages was the
700
book?
page book. At least the version which I chose to read was 700 pages book. Yeah, it's a story that I did not know about. I didn't know about, the characters, but you don't know the whole
The
sort of
depth.
the
I'm
depth of
pretty
it.
familiar with like
And-
a lot of those stories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
didn't.
knows a
I
lot.
have
actually,
a
yeah.
very poor knowledge of Hindu mythology, so it was really good to read the book and know the story. And there are things you can take from it, which I have, and
Like
glad I
what?
did it.
What's like the biggest thing?
It kind of gives you like this sort of what's the word? Like a yardstick or like a bit of a moral compass that you can, so you should sort of
Nice.
keep in mind while taking any decisions, big or small in life.
Yeah.
So that's something I've taken from it. There were some really nice extracts which I have sort of kept in a separate Google Doc, which I'll refer to.
Is
You have
that-
one right now for us?
I will say though about the Mahabharata and the Ramayana and a lot of epics in general, the fact that they've stood the test of time is just a testament to how great they are in just terms of storytelling, bro. Like structurally, the way it's like presented. Basically, my point is it's just the way the books, the epics were written. Are
And so much detail also.
Bro, they're so well written, bro. That journey, the hero's journey is so ingrained in it. It's like really all modern stories like started from there at some point, man. Just in terms of it. And the fact that it's been around for so long, the fact that it has so many morals. And, you know, for a project in the past few years, I got into the Ramayana a lot. When we're kids, it's always good versus evil, but there's so much more complexity and nuance to the story in general, even from Ravana's side. It's like, it's just so good, bro.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Yeah.
Sid?
Okay, I'll read out one thing which I thought was pretty cool. The highest good is righteousness. The one supreme peace is forgiveness. Supreme contentment is knowledge. And supreme happiness is benevolence.
Ooh.
It's one that you read again.
Nah, I love
That's
it.
what your
dude.
tattoo says, right?
Yeah.
On your lower back.
Supreme happiness is benevolence.
Supreme happiness is benevolence. That's what my tattoo
That's
says.
sick,
That's
man.
dope, dude.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But it is kindness, right? It's like at the
Yeah.
And
center point of everything.
I'll read
great.
one more, which I think was a pretty cool also, and something maybe we all should do, is do that during the day, which may enable you to pass the night in happiness. Do that during the 8 months of the year, which may enable you to pass the rainy seasons happily. Do that during youth, which may ensure a happy old age. And do that during your whole life, which will enable you to live happily ever after.
And these dudes had to figure out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Now we have reels.
And Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
And Jordan Peterson. Oh my
Jordan
god.
Peterson like cries like all the time now. It's kind of hard to take him seriously anymore.
It was always hard to take him seriously, brother, but yes,
But yeah, so that's my pick.
I love it.
Awesome.
Those were great picks, and I think we're coming to the end of our episode. Do you want to rank the drinks in terms of what we would order and then talk about the passage of time?
Oh yeah. the
Oh
passage
yeah,
of time.
shit. Okay.
Let's get on.
We'll get on that right now. I think
I think I would order the date one, honestly.
I would order mine. Then I
Okay.
would order Sid's. Then Aditya's. Then yours.
Sure.
I would order Jay's, then mine, then Sid's, then yours.
Aman's, Adi, mine, and then Jay's.
Mine would be, I think I would order Sid's, then mine, then Aditya's, then yours. And all that says is Adi didn't order for the right person because you picked mine, I picked yours, he picked some.
Overall, we had a good time.
We did have a good time. And to end this great episode, this is another mukbang episode where we've had a lot of fun. Tell us about the passage of time.
Passage of time. I'll help you out.
Passage of time, bro.
Yeah.
I don't
Tell
know.
them
It was
about
just. I mean, it was your birthday yesterday,
It really was.
and I was thinking about your birthday like 10 years ago.
His birthday yesterday?
Yeah.
How was it, bro?
Thank you.
Sorry about that, man. I thought it was. Oh my god. Sorry, happy birthday.
And honestly, like walking into Starbucks really made me even more, not even nostalgic, just like thinking about everything that's going on. And I think each of us, especially maybe Sid, I mean, actually all of us really, we've lived like multiple lives up to this point. Like we've lived, like, you know how they say like every 4 years, LeBron has like a Hall of Fame career in itself. You know, like we've all lived very different lives in order to get here, even from like 3 years ago. And like, dude, I was telling someone this the other day, like yesterday, I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm 26 now. And literally, yesterday, I was 18.
Yeah.
It's insane.
We're 26.
It's insane. You're also 26.
Yeah.
That's wild.
like,
Dude,
I
when we
was-
started
I
the
was-
show, bro, I was what, 22, bro?
Yeah.
I was 22.
It's been 3 years.
No, we were 23. both of
23,
us.
24.
We were both 23, bro.
June 20 what? June 21?
Well, I guess I was 20.
Yeah.
Bro, I just remember like
Not
being in
21.
my third year of music school in like
Yeah, that's-
America, like being 22 and knowing for certain
Yeah.
by the time I'm 27, things are going to be different.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
And like we're going to have made it and stuff. And then you just reach this point, you're like, man, I could have never expected stuff to unfold like that, because at
Yeah.
that time, like, this show also like didn't exist.
Yeah, like
don't- you don't-
podcasting in general was not a thing, right? Like,
Yeah, and it's just, I think the journey of finding out what time
Yeah.
does is more interesting than even imagining what it could be.
Yeah. And
Bro.
it's so crazy, bro. It's one of those things where like you look back in retrospect, and yeah, sure, like, you know, golden years and all of that stuff, but just like regular mundane life, like it's been so long, and yet it feels like yesterday I was in school still. You know? It's
Bro,
wild.
It does. We graduated school 8 years ago.
I know. I
Sid
know.
graduated
It's been
school
almost
80
like
years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, man. No, but also it's been, July is at 3 years.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah. That's so crazy, bro.
I did not know you all properly 3
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
It feels crazy to think that we didn't know each other.
Dude.
And if you
yeah.
think about like the amount of episodes we've
Just
done,
amount.
if you think about the amount of episodes that we've done in that much time, how many episodes have we done, guys? Like 190 now, like almost
Something like
200,
that.
closing in on
More,
200
bro,
now.
more.
Dude, if you think about an average length of all of the sitcom seasons that we love, let's take
You
the
love
longest
this story,
possible
dude.
version.
You love
Let's
this
take the
story.
longest
Yeah,
possible
yeah,
version
yeah.
of 24 episodes. We've done like 5, 6, 7
But
seasons
we've
of
done-
a sitcom, bro.
We've done that many episodes in the amount of time they would do whatever.
No, I understand, but you can
No,
even,
no, like
dude, you can
30
even,
episodes.
you can
No,
even cut it in half. And
Sure.
we've done like, let's say, 3 really good seasons of a sitcom.
Yeah.
That's why the passage of time is messed up, bro, because it warps your whole sense of reality, especially when you're in it, like right now, thinking about that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
that's messed up.
And I'm not even thinking about it I'm not even thinking about it in a bad way. It's just crazy.
No, it is.
No,
and I will say, talking about how y'all met me 3 years ago, and it's so funny when people come to us and like, oh, how do you all know each other? And it's like, oh, he was my best friend in childhood, and he's my cousin.
Where did we meet, bro?
In New York. Oh my god,
At a
at a Starbucks.
that's where we met.
No flipping way, dude.
No, genuinely.
insane,
The
dude.
first time I met Aditya was at a Starbucks. And he was like, oh, I want to start this show, and I have this host in mind. And I just met Jay like 4 years ago. 4 months ago.
In Bombay.
Yeah.
3 months ago.
Yeah,
No,
I
New
met
York,
him.
dude.
I met him at a
He met me in
Super
Feb.
Bowl party, and I'm
And
like,
then
this
in-
dude is chill as hell, bro. We discussed sitcoms and all
superheroes.
kinds of shit, bro.
And then in April, I was getting my stuff back from the US, stopped in New York, and a friend of mine was like, yo, this guy Aditya wants to start a show. And I had this really small podcast in LA, and it was like, oh, I was moving back at the same time, and we met at a Starbucks, and I was like, yeah, we can do something cool. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. And we did something cool, bro. Crazy.
Shout out to that.
Shout out time, bro.
Shout out to that
Past
I think
Starbucks.
I had met Aman to kind of see if, you know, there's something that we're missing in like building the show and all. But then we just had a lot of fun. So I like, bro, so it's fine even if it doesn't
And it
work
was because
out.
of the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the
It was the coffee, man.
The
That's why I think it's making me like people that are
It's the coffee, bro.
And
No,
3
it's-
years later, you're stuck with him.
Bro, this is a real like,
Time warp.
it's his
It's trippy,
birthday,
bro.
3 years,
Yeah.
back Starbucks,
Yeah.
we're 26, Sid's married almost.
Sid's mad. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro.
you think first of all, stop saying I'm married. I'm
It's,
not
not
married.
it's one of the most bizarre things in the
And
world.
we love Sid's fiance, bro.
That's true.
Who thought we would?
Honestly,
She's so sweet. She's so nice.
no, but like it's
cheap
like,
shot.
it's like how do you explain these things? Like how do things kind of work out in the end? You know how people say it's gonna work out. How does it always work out?
you gotta believe it. That's all, and it will.
Yeah, you know,
That's
me and
crazy,
she
bro. You gotta
had
believe
this. Me and she had this conversation just last week only, where it's like I know you since 10 months, like 12 months or something, but I can't think of a time I did not know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I
romantic
can't,
as hell,
dude,
bro.
I actually can't remember Sid before her anymore.
Before her.
Yeah, as in like pre her Sid. Like you're just so you now. You feel so
Really?
authentically you now to me,
Thank
dude.
you, man.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's a whole shift in like personality.
Confidence,
man.
everything.
Yeah.
You feel so much
Thank
Like
more
you.
getting a
yourself.
really
Thank
nice
you.
haircut. Like your wife has been one of the best haircuts you've ever gotten. in like in a metaphorical way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
Thank you,
crazy.
man.
It's
That's-
wild.
I will
That's really
say
sweet,
the
guys.
reason it works out, dude, honestly, is because regardless of what happens, you have to wake up the next day and put one foot in front of the next. And you have to do it. And you have to
Yeah.
keep trying until it does work out, right?
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't work out in the big picture sense, there's small victories and there are moments of joy and there's cups of coffee at your cafe. And it's just like, yeah.
Crazy, dude.
Damn, dude. It's a good place to end the episode.
Yes.
Send us off, man.
It's been a good
See
one.
you on the next episode of the Having Said That show.
I was wild in the wind, I'm looking ever since I know ya. Why it might be the paranoia.